In this video, I'm about to show you how I made over $13,000, almost $14,000 in the last 3 trading days. I'm not going to have a single edit, a single cut. Nothing's getting out of this. This is going to be fully raw content for you to consume and learn why I took every trade that I took this week, what my thesis behind it was, what my entry model was, and show you step by step what I did to make this $13,920 in the last 3 trading days. First of all, this is a beautiful look, a beautiful summary of our trades this week. Again, $13,920 on the week, 4 total trades, 75% win rate with a 1.5 average R multiple. As you guys can see, we're actually up about, 44,000 just this month in May. You can see the May heat map. Pretty cool stuff to see. Time of day heat map. You can see we obviously do a lot better whenever we're trading around 9 to 10 a.m. We do have a 100% win rate at 11 and 12 p.m. As well. But overall, you can see that we have been doing pretty well this last month with the trading strategy. So let's go ahead and get right into how I made the money I did the last 3 trading days, the last month. And I'm going to show you my strategy step by step in detail. If you have any questions, feel free to comment them and make sure you leave a like if you enjoy this type of content. Starting off with Tuesday. Now, you're probably wondering, why did I not start off with Monday? This is going to be Tuesday, May 19th. The reason I did not start with Monday is because I did not take a trade Monday. My entry model did not present itself. We got close, but we never got an entry from our entry model. So let's go ahead and get started. If we take a look at the 15-minute time frame, you guys all know every single morning we do the exact same thing. We mark our first 15-minute candle high and our first 15-minute candle low. Now, you probably see people trade the ORB strategy on the internet all the time. You probably see people talking about the ORB, the opening range breakout, whatever it is, but I trade it completely different than all of them. I'm going to show you exactly how. This was Monday's trade. We see our 15-minute candle high, and we've marked our 15-minute candle low. This is going to be your 9:30 a.m. candle on the S&P 500. Now, once we've marked that, we're going to go look at what our daily bias is. Now, some people look at larger time frame, they look at the weekly, they look at order flow, whatever it is. I don't. I'm a little different. I have a tool called the Wave, and this Wave tool is going to tell us what is winning in the market overall, calls or puts. Now, I'm not trading options, I'm trading futures, but I like to correlate my technical strategy with futures with options wave data like we see here. In this example, we can see that all morning call flow was heading higher and put flow is actually heading down pretty significantly. Now, obviously, call flow did see a sell-off later in the day and then ended up pushing back up. But at the start of the morning, you can see that our daily bias is going to be bullish. Smart money, or the whales, are buying longs, buying calls on the S&P 500 stocks. So I'm going to have a daily bias as bullish. Now, with that being said, we can't just blindly go long. I'm looking for a sweep of this 15-minute candle low on a smaller time frame. And once we reclaim that range, we are then going to enter a trade. Let me make it a little more simple for you. We're going to go down to the 1 minute or the 30-second time frame. You can go to 1 minute, 2 minute, 30-second, whatever your favorite time frame is on the lower time frame side of things. In this example, I'm going to look at the 30-second time frame. And we're going to see that this next candle, let's give it a couple more. There you go. Okay, you can see that this candle here, this is going to be your 946 candle. You can see that we see a clear breakout below the opening range. Now, most traders in the online space are going to be taking a short entry off of this to continue to see lower for lower lows. Now, that's exactly when they're going to get smoked. And that's why my strategy is different than most orb traders. The way that I trade this is I have a strategy called the inverse orb. If you're not familiar with the inverse orb trading model, it's my favorite entry model. And I am simply using the wave data I just showed you right here on screen. It says that we're bullish. And using that to my confluence. If we get back inside of this opening range and reclaim this opening range low, I'm going to look for a long position and target the opening range high. Next candle, let's see what happens. We're back in the range. Long entry here. Stop loss a few points below the low of the day. Take profit the high of the opening range. Your first take profit can be the 50% retracement. I call that the control point. And you can move stops to break even once we get there. Or you can just take some off and let it ride, whatever you prefer. So we're going to put our price target there, and let's go ahead and press play. Full TP then got hit. Within about a couple minutes, too. It happened pretty fast. We hit TP1. You could have went break even, risk-free trade up to TP2. Absolutely beautiful. You're not waiting for candle closes. You're not waiting for, anything else. You're simply waiting for price to sweep one direction of the opening range. You're going to look at your wave data and make sure that it backs up that sweep. And you're going to look for it to be manipulation and take longs to see higher. We took this exact trade on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, let's go to the weekly here. On Tuesday, we made $6,168 across 15 accounts on that trade. One trade, one win, 100% win rate, on to the next. Let's take a look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we did the same exact thing because this is our strategy. We marked the 15-minute candle high and we marked the 15-minute candle low. Again, this is going to be your opening range. This is going to be your 9:30 a.m. candle on ES. Now, you can trade this within Q as well if you'd like. It's really your decision. Now, I'm going to go over my wave tool. Same tool we were using earlier to see what smart money's doing. We're going to go to the back testing option, and we're going to go to Wednesday, May 20th. Guys, you can see that eventually call flow was the winner of the day. And I'm going to show you what happened after our trade because we actually went short. But the reason we went short is because if we zoom in here, you can see that call flow is actually heading down. If we go ahead and just remove the puts, you can see call flow. You can see call flow is actually heading down to negative 10 million after I pushed to 20 million. And if we go look at put flow is actually heading up at the time. Now, I know it's bunched up right now, maybe hard to see, but at the time, since it was earlier in the day, all of this wasn't here. It was just that. So it was a lot easier to see. But basically, moral of the story, call flow was spiking as soon as we saw us hit the top of this opening range. But let me show you something. If we go to a 1-minute time frame, you can see price ends up breaking out of the opening range. On this candle here, I personally saw that wave was seeing a little bit of a bearish move. Again, if we take a look, we can see at the very beginning of the day, if you just take a look without me having to zoom in, you can see that little dip on call flow to start the morning. So I said, hey guys, if we get back inside of the opening range, we are going to look for a short entry. Next candle, you can see huge move to the upside. We're going to wait. Most traders are chasing this breakout to the upside. Most traders are taking longs and looking for higher. We're going to wait simply for that reclaim of the opening range. Next candle, we get back in. This is our short entry. Now, we could have done a little better here, but I'm going to show you guys how it played out. If we went ahead and had a really tight stop here, I'm talking like such a tight stop, okay? And I said my plan was that if we bounce off the opening range high and we stop out, we're just going to re-enter once we get back in the range, maybe even go a little heavier sized. Next candle. You can see, I believe we actually stopped out on this candle here. Exactly stopped out on that candle. Our stop was the high of this candle here. So we stopped out there. Took a small loss, but we're not done. See, we get a push back in the top of the range. This is when I decided to pull the trigger again and go short. I said, if we get back in the range here, I'm going short. Next candle. There we go. My short position is now triggered. My stop loss is above that high, a few points above it. Take profit the low of the day. At this point, I'm right on the day, but just a little bit because I managed my risk correctly. Let's press play. There's full TP hit. If we go take a look at our journaling platform, you can see we made $2,580 that day. If I wouldn't have taken a loss on the first trade, we would have made a little bit more, probably another $1,500 more. But losing is a part of the game. The best traders in the world lose. It's about what you do after you lose that matters the most. Did I bag hold my position for more and more L's? Or did I get out for a really tiny loss and re-enter once I got better confirmation? That is the answer. Now, we talked about the wave tool and how you're probably thinking like, well, champ, what happened next? Because call flow decided to skyrocket the rest of the day. Fun fact, look at how perfect our exit was, chat. Look at that exit. Look at how perfect that exit was. You could have taken my inverse orb to the opposite side once call flow decided to go higher and took another win. Now, hindsight's 2020. I take my 1 or 2 trades and get out. But if you were an aggressive trader, you could keep taking my setup. This is the bottom of the opening range, swept the opening range low, call flow starts rising, you can take longs for higher. But in this situation, we decided to call it quits and enjoy our win for the day. Now, let's get into the last day, which is today. How we did today. 15-minute high, 15-minute low is marked. We have everything in play. We're going to go to our wave tool. And we're going to go ahead and zoom out a little bit because it is zoomed in a lot. And we're going to go to the back testing and go to today. Okay. We can see that this morning, call flow was a little wild, right? We had up, we had down, we had up, we had down. Overall, I saw this big spike happen here and here, both of these spikes. So when I go to the 1 minute time frame and I'm looking at ES here, I'm not really having a bias because if you guys take a look at 9:45, which is when this candle closes, we're just at 0. So there's really no trade yet. I didn't start looking for a trade until about 10:05 a.m. Eastern. Now let me show you what happened at 10:05. We start pushing higher, and we see a breakout. Take a look at the difference here. Everybody needs to study this, guys. Study this. What time is this? This is at 9:52. At 9:52, chat, we saw call flow go from 3 million to 30 million in call flow. Everybody is probably thinking we're going higher here. Everybody is thinking we're going higher. Every single orb trader's longing this thing and looking for much, much higher. But the difference between me and them is that I don't look for this. I don't look for a huge breakout, huge move. I would love to catch that move, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let me show you what I'm looking for. I'm going to wait, keep going. Here we go. Price starts to shut down. It's 10:14 a.m. at this point. I have not taken a trade. If we take a look at our wave tool, let's see what call flow is doing at 10:14 a.m. At 10:14 a.m., call flow has taken a nosedive from 30 million in the positive down to 10 million in the positive. A few minutes later, we start diving down to 3 million in the positive, a $30 million drop in call flow. What does that tell me? That tells me if we get back in this opening range, I am shorting it all the way down to the low. See, we get back in the range here. This is where we take our short position, stop loss above this high here, a couple points above, take profit at the low of the range. Here we go. Now, wave is bearish. We're back in the range. Let's see what happens next. Beautiful move down. Control point hit, TP1 hit. You can start trailing your stops. And we ended up going ahead and getting all out here as soon as we wicked up. I believe our exit was fully here right after we wicked up, because the QQQ or NQ took the range as well. We went ahead and called it quits there. It was just our trailing stop. Whenever I see price fall through like this after a big move, I like to trail my stop, and my trailing stop got hit about right here on this wick coming up. I had a take profit at the low of the opening range, and I had a trailing stop here, and I hit our trailing stop. But either way, another day where we took one trade and we made $5,173. One trade, 100% win rate, 0 losses on the day. And in this video, it's at 14 minutes now. I have shown you each of the trading days this week and how I've made $6,000 with one trade, $2,500 with 2 trades, and $5,100 with 1 trade. What's a little common denominator that you see happening here? I'm not taking more than 1 or 2 trades a day if I take any. I take my entry model, my setup, and that is it. I don't take anything else. I could go a whole week without taking a trade if I don't get my entry model. That's what separates me from the gamblers. That's what separates me from all the other traders on this platform. If you want to be great, if you want to be profitable, you have to find a plan, find a strategy, find a system, and stick to that only. The second you strategy hop, this consistency goes away. Have I had bad days? Yes, I have. Have I had bad weeks? Yes, I have. Have I had bad months? Yes, I have. In March, I didn't take a payout. But guess what? Today, I'm requesting my second $10,000 payout of the month of May. 2 $10,000 payouts for the month of May already. And that's only on these 15 Apex accounts. So again, not only did I show you what trades I took and why I took them step by step, I also showed you an in-depth guide of my journal here, as you can see. And after this, I'm going to go to the dashboard. I'm going to go get this weekly debrief and see how I'm doing. But you can all see on the Journaling platform here, in the last month, I'm up $44,056. 73% win rate with 16 wins, 6 losses, an average of a 0.8 R per trade. We can get this up with a total of 22 trades in the last month. And you can see our equity curve continuing to go higher. So much data on this platform. And by the way, if you want to journal trades just like me, like I'm doing right now, you're seeing in real time, go ahead and click the link in the description and go get Journaly. It's my brand new trading platform where you can go journal all your trades. And AI is going to reconstruct your trades and go deep into detail and be brutally honest with you on why you're winning and why you're losing. Last but not least, every single one of these trades that I just showed you, I took live in front of my VIP Discord. If you want to join the Oasis Trading Group, the OTG VIP Discord, click the link in the description below, and I'll give you a 7-day free trial. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not confident you're going to love it, and you're going to want to stick around. 7-day free trial to watch me trade live every morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Link in the description below. Again, no edits, no fancy words, no clips in here, all unedited, raw, uncut for you to watch and take notes. Like I said at the beginning of the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions whatsoever over the strategy, anything like that, go check out my other videos or leave a comment below. I'll try to answer all of them. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I love all of you forever. Peace and love, family.